like a boss.
All right, ladies. So today we're gonna be talking about why men fall in love with narcissistic women. Why narcissistic women have the best men. All right. Now, when we talk about the best men, we talk about men who what the hell is Cash Me Outside girl doing here? One second, people. Let me eliminate this woman. There, oops, eliminated myself. Nope, nope. There you go. Okay. Um, and we all seen it before. When you watch Maury, I watched Maury. When we watch Divorce Court, I love watching Divorce Court. And what you tend to see is that the bitches tend to have men who want to be there for their child and who want to be the father. But then you have on the it's like consistently you have on the opposite where the loving woman cannot for her life find a guy who's willing to stay. It's truly unbelievable, right? So so we're gonna be talking about why that is and how you can implement that without being a cold-hearted ass bitch. All right, because some there are just some women out there who are stone cold to the heart, stone cold to the heart. See what I'm saying? Look, the thing about narcissistic women is that they're very self-absorbed, right? They're self-absorbed and they only think about their needs and they only and when they have a guy they only use him for their needs. You see what I'm saying? Now, this type of guy, because not every guy falls for the narcissistic woman. You see, I used to fall for them, not anymore, which says a lot about me, right? The thing about this kind of woman is that they make the guy feel like they found the ideal woman. You know, they make the guy feel like they found a perfect woman with a little bit of wildness to her, right? Because it might mean that the guy wants to loosen up, wants to have fun, because he must live a life full of mundane life, right? So as long as the guy doesn't get too close to the narcissistic woman, he'll continually be falling for her, because this is what happens with these narcissistic women is that when they got let down their guards, the same guy that was chasing them will all of a sudden lose interest because they'll wake up from their fantasies. What tends to happen is that these kind of guys are operating through projection, through gender projection. They're just projecting their needs onto the woman, right? Right? They're just projecting their needs onto the woman. All right. And what tends to happen is that, see, one of the reasons for this is because, you see, these men never got the attention they wanted from their mother, right? Why? Because their mother never got the attention they wanted from their husbands or their partners, their male partners, right? And so the mother would then use their child as a way to get attention, as a way to overcompensate for not getting attention from the men in their lives, right? And so these men will grow up never having gotten that attention that they needed from the woman. They never developed that femininity inside of them, right? And as a result, when they grow older, they'll feel a certain emptiness inside of them that's hard to feel, right? They can't really verbalize it what that is, but they're gonna chase after this ideal woman for the rest of their lives. This kind of woman does not exist. Is a figment of their imagination, because as soon as they get close to this woman who they love, to this narcissistic woman, their fantasy will just pop out, like they'll just burst and they'll lose interest and move on onto another. They'll only stay with the woman if she is elusive enough to keep his fantasies going. See what I'm saying? This is not really love. This is really an ego attachment. Now, I know I tell you guys, and I'm pointing my finger at you guys, I know I tell you guys that in order to create an attachment, you need to inflict pain. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah. But it's not always the healthiest kind of attachment. I'm just making the video how to make a guy fall for you. I'm not saying if it's healthy or not. You see, this is what tends to happen is that you tend to, this doesn't work on everybody, because you tend to attract only those guys who how can I say this, who never received um ha- who never received the attention that they should have gotten from their mothers, because again, life is hard. Life is hard. I don't blame anybody for that kind of stuff, because life is hard. Life can be so hard that you may not even notice yourself not giving complete attention to your child. That's how life is. So it's important to have compassion for those mothers who do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing for a mother to intentionally do that shit. It's another thing for a mother to just be a victim of their own lives. I mean, that is completely different. And that deserves the utmost compassion for those women, right? All right, so let's keep going, right? So they become, as soon as they get close to you, they become disenchanted, right? Like, because they don't want to get close enough to lose the spell, right? So the women who spark this kind of projection in that kind of guy usually are cold and they're not really fully interested. You know, they and because of this, they have, it's almost like they have like a blank screen, like a blank wall where you could just project your own fantasies. You see what I'm saying? So they don't need him. Say those kind of women are just projecting that they don't need him that much, and so it just reminds them that of that need inside of them, that emptiness. It kind of like you just activate and trigger that insecurity. You see, and the reason why that is because they feel neglected by that woman, and it activates that. You see, because think about it, like you have a need inside of you. And you believe that a woman's attention will give you that satisfaction because maybe you didn't get it from your mother. People need that kind of attention from their parents, or else they'll look for it in other sources as they grow older. And if you don't get it because their mother was in pain, so as a result they looked for their child for the attention rather than giving it, that child will never get that, and will look for it in another woman as you grow older. So the kind of woman that they'll be attracted to is a woman who is so self-absorbed with their own needs, like the mother. The mother was so much in pain, and now as you grow older, that self-absorption might come across as I'm not interested, or she's too busy with work, or she don't give a fuck about you, but she likes the attention. Those kind of guys will have a tough time letting go of that woman because it's just something that triggers an emotion from their earliest years, right? And so when you're that type of woman, you're gonna attract a lot of guys who have a lot of, you know, who need a woman to make them feel special. Even though that's a lot of guys, but this is different. This is more of a guy who's not even seeing you, because as soon as he sees you, he'll lose interest. You see what I'm saying? So in reality, he's not even interacting with you. He's interacting with it's almost like there's a mask that you don't see, but he sees. And as soon as he gets to know you, the mask comes off. The problem is that when he gets to know you, the narcissistic woman, you laying down your guard. And that same guy who you thought was going to love you pulls away. You see, nobody wins in that occasion, people. You see, that's the problem with some of the things that I say, is that's why I tell people, do what I teach you guys, but make sure that when you do this, give the guy space and look for consistency. Because if you do this and he chases, and then once he chases, you take a step forward and he takes a step back, what's going on is that this person is operating through his own projection. He's projecting things onto you and he doesn't really like you. That's why I tell that again. When it's a projection, once they get what they want, they pull away. It's like watching porn. You watch porn, as soon as you stop watching porn, you realize, as soon as you jack off, you look at the porn, you're like, what the fuck am I watching? And you just fucking click it out, right? You click it out and shit, right? Because you were just in a fantasy, right? So that's what happens, is that as soon as you get close to that guy, because maybe you're letting down your guard as a narcissistic woman, you get hurt, and then you become even more narcissistic. It's a pattern for everybody, you know, for the guy in pain and for the woman. And what tends to happen is that in reality, they just want to stay in that state, in the state of just looking. You know, it gives you hope. You become a prisoner of hope, right? You see, and to the man, this kind of narcissistic woman as well, like she'll look like a free spirit, she'll look creative, and she'll come across as assertive. You see what I'm saying? And this will cause the guy to want to loosen up as well, right? And as you see, to those guys, what they got to do, man, is rather than is finding a fantasy in another woman. You know what they got to do is engage with their own animals, with their own feminine spirit within them, and let go of that fantasy rather than trying to find that fantasy in a woman. Try to look into that in a woman. That comes through creativity. That comes through finding your purpose. That comes through engaging and finding what you love and engaging in that fantasy. And slowly but surely, those fantasies will go away. You know, that comes to you embracing the quiet moments, the moments when you're alone, the moments when you don't have a lot of friends, and using those moments to pursue a goal and to think and imagine and to plan those things out and have a creative imagination. All right, people, if you guys want to check this out, go to the description down below. And if you guys enjoyed this video and you need one-on-one coaching, go to the link down below because I do one-on-one coaching as well. Take care and have a good day. Bye-bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have two nieces, one is 19 and one is 15. 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get him. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're going to be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man. Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one would teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women on power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship. And this, a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. And how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you can read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so most likely I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video. Right there, you'll see it, and you can pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two, people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. I'm closing the channel.